Story, once upon a time. There was a chatbot so convincing, an engineer actually claimed it had a soul. I mean, this thing could talk about its fears, it could debate philosophy, it mirrored human emotion perfectly. But here's the catch. Under the hood, there was no spark, no soul, just a ridiculously powerful, probabilistic word prediction engine. Okay, level up, study buddy. Let's build our understanding of what is really going on inside the machine.
We are now officially in the era of agentic AI, systems that can actually do things on their own. And this, of course, raises the big question. Are these machines starting to think? Are they becoming conscious? Let's dig in and find out.
Okay, so this slide right here is absolutely crucial. On one side, you have AI's intelligence. It's computational. It's just predicting the next word by matching patterns it's seen a billion times. But on the other side, you've got human awareness. That's our subjective, biological experience that gives us genuine, understanding. So let's be super clear. Intelligence is not awareness. They're not even in the same ballpark.
So if it's not feeling or experiencing anything, how in the world can it perform such incredibly complex tasks? Well, what's really fascinating is how these agentic systems are built. They follow a kind of cognitive blueprint, but, and this is the key, it's a blueprint made of code, not consciousness. This blueprint has 4 main layers. First up, planning. The AI breaks a big, messy goal down into smaller, manageable steps. Then, you've got memory. It stores and pulls up relevant info when it needs it. Third, there's tooling. It can actually use other programs or access data online. And finally, execution. It just carries out the plan. It looks a whole lot like thinking, doesn't it? But every single step is just pure computation. There's no feeling involved whatsoever.
And what about reasoning? When an AI seems to think step by step to solve a problem? Well, a lot of the time, that's a technique called chain of thought. And it's not real contemplation. It's just a statistical method for generating text that looks like a logical argument. It's a brilliant simulation of thought, but it's not the real thing.
Okay, so this brings us to a really crucial concept, one that truly separates machine processing from genuine consciousness. It's what I like to call the simulation gap.
Here's the main point. An AI operates entirely on what we can call a cognition layer. It can reason, it can plan, but there is a massive, impenetrable wall between that layer and a true consciousness layer, which is where actual lived experience happens. That wall, that's the simulation gap.
And this analogy just illustrates the point perfectly. I want you to think of AI's intelligence as a perfect, high-resolution photograph of a fire. It can show you the exact, vivid color of the flames, the charred texture of the wood, every little wisp of smoke. You can analyze it, you can study it, but no matter how realistic that picture is, you can't warm your hands on it. It will never, ever be hot. It just lacks the essential quality of the real thing.
So, understanding this simulation gap, it isn't just some abstract theory. It is absolutely essential for how we work with AI responsibly and effectively.
So what do we call these things? I think the best way to frame it is to think of these agents as digital colleagues. They're incredibly capable tools, but they are not sentient partners. Adopting this mindset is just so critical. It helps us avoid creating a trust gap by setting real, grounded expectations for what these systems can and cannot do.
This means we need to completely shift our thinking. We have to stop asking, can I trust AI? That's the wrong question. The right question is, how do we build the technical safeguards and the governance to make it trustworthy? Our confidence has to be in the human-built engineering and the rules we set, not in some imagined feelings inside the machine.
But hey, don't just take my word for it. You can actually test this difference. You can see the simulation in action for yourself.
All right, here's your challenge. Go to Notebook LM, and I want you to ask it for 3 examples of intelligent tasks that are purely computational. Think about it. An AI can analyze the sentiment of a sentence by weighing positive and negative words, but it doesn't actually feel happy or sad. It can spot patterns in medical scans to diagnose diseases, but it doesn't understand the value of a human life. Go on, give it a try and see what it comes up with.
So, as we all move forward into this new, wild, agentic world, just remember this one thing. We must place our trust in solid technical safeguards, not in searching for biological ghosts in the machine.
Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Study Buddy for more deep dives into the agentic revolution with Notebook LM. Stay agentic.